Boom. I'm back. The fog has lifted. Oh, what's going on, GK, man? I see you made it home. Got me a shower. Feel better. Figured I'd get on here for a few, see who I could get to hang out for a little bit. And go from there. Feel better. Oh, there's Chuck Soup. What is going on? What you guys picking on? Anything good? Anything exciting? GK Man came over for a while and we had a good time hanging out. He fixed one of my cylinders for me, so now I can put my best lock in there. So that's pretty cool. I'm excited about that. I really want to mess with this, but I got some learning up to do. Oh, what's up, Mrs. Bando Picks? How you doing? Oh, you got your wife's? Awesome. Then it makes it look like I got some chicks in here. I'll bring them in here. That's how I pick up the girls, the ladies. You know, I can't just go on just being this good looking. You know, I got to have a little game. People think it comes easy. The struggle is real, even for us beautiful people. Yeah, I got this all set up, and I was thinking, man, we should really dig into a lock or something. I don't know what to dig into. I just don't know. Any suggestions? Anybody got any locks they're curious about that maybe I know, or G Key Man knows, or Bando knows? Yeah, it's kind of fluffy. Thank you. I appreciate it. Well, I hope you guys are all going to have a good, I almost said Thanksgiving. It's one of them holidays. I forgot what it is. Tomorrow. Get some good food. Oh, no. No, we got Chuck Soup in here, and Who else we got in here? The field is stacked, so but yeah, I thought we'd hang out for a bit. I think between all of us, there ain't a lot that could stop us right now. Um, oh, I guess I could warm up with a little comfort lock for me. I like this lock, and I'll get my um. Oh man, I'm having a rough day. Um, dog leg picks. These are the heavy ones. I really like the dog leg picks. I think he did a good job on them. Old Greyhound. But yeah, has anybody got big plans for tomorrow? I'm gonna hang out here and clean up the house. The house is a disaster. We're working on the bathroom all this week and stuff. And my daughter and grandson and son-in-law are gonna go visit their family and my ex-wife's family and my ex-wife, and so I'm just gonna chill here. But I like picking at this. This has been one of my favorite locks for years. Have no idea where I got it. It's Papazi. Yep. It's bunny day. I think I think while my grandson's at running around, maybe I'll hide some eggs for him. But I remember when my kids were little, I loved hiding the eggs, and I went a little overboard one year. I must have got 100 eggs, and I hid them all over the house and outside the house and everywhere. And I think we were still finding eggs at Christmas, and I'm not even kidding. But this is like a sliding door lock, uh, Euro type style. I honestly can't remember where I got it. I either got it at the locksmith's place, or I really don't know. But I love it. It's got some deep spools in it. I've gutted it one time. It's an absolute pain in the ass. So I'll never do it again unless the springs give out on it or something. But I swear I think it had spools on every one, and they all engage. Every one of them. Whoever pinned this up did a great job, because stupid chat, it's way behind. Oh yeah. Yeah, I miss chuck soup. I own I own big time now because that man knows some stuff too. Um, See, look at that right off the bat, just a snap from a spool pin with a huge counter rotation. Oh yeah. Here I've touched 3 pins and we've had huge counter rotation on every one. Well, that was a third pin. This is a fourth. See why I like this? I'm going to be buried with this lock. It's always my warm-up lock. Yeah, I know it didn't come with one. You didn't see that in the, yeah, it never came with one. It was missing that part when I got it. And it was still sealed in the bag. So what else is going on? Yep, no, it just never came. Yeah, that little piece, I know exactly what you're talking about. It just never came. There we go. Boom. Look at that. Spool on every pin the whole time. Love this lock. I'm going to be buried with this lock. Me and this lock have been through more in life than most people. This lock has been through 2 marriages with me. You never done me wrong. Now let's get into some Schleg that G Key man pinned up a solid all standard pins, because after you pick security pins for a long time, you really struggle with just standard pins. So I've been practicing every day with it. You got to yell that none of the pins are binding. What I always start off with, if I can't get any of the pins to bind, is it first off is what kind of Yale is it? Is it a mortise cylinder? Is it a Yale padlock? Is it a Euro cylinder? What do we got going on? Do you want to yeah, and anybody who wants to hop on, I can send you a link too. Just let me know. You can hop on if you want Chuck Soup, and we'll help you through that. But I know I'm looking at a little gray padlock. Okay. Little gray padlock pin tumbler. Okay. Well, we'll start off with this. If it was a mortise, I would say put the key in it, run the key in and out a couple times and turn it both ways, and then just start over and start off going to the right. If you can't get anything to bind going to the right, then turn it to the left. But you said it's a padlock, so we'll just play like this is it. This is a little Berg. But you still can oh, that's not the right key. I still, even when I'm just having a hard time getting through a lock, you know, if it's taken a long time, sometimes just stop, reset, run the key in and out, you know. And then start over. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Since it's padlock, let it pop a couple times. Feel if the shackle feels like it's caught up, or feel if the key is like hanging up or anything. And then you'll want to put it back in your vise once you do that. Get it all set. And before you put your tension on there, flip your pick upside down and just make sure all the pins are moving freely, you know, nothing seems to be hanging up. And just give it all a reset, you know, because maybe there's a driver pin hung up, maybe there's a spring hung up, maybe it could be a lot of things. Yeah. Yeah, you still, this is all things I still would do. And so now that I've eliminated that, maybe I've got a used or abused padlock, that the shackle isn't hanging up, a spring in the shackle isn't hanging up, the core isn't hanging up, none of the pins or springs are hanging up, and every pin is freely moving. Then my next step is to make sure I'm tensioning it good. You know, because whether you're using top or the bottom of the keyway, if you're using bottom of the keyway, make sure you're not hanging up on the outside of the cylinder there, or the core on the body. Make sure, make sure that's not hanging up, and take a look and see if, put some tension on before, a little bit heavy tension, and see, because sometimes these cores will, like, say, here's your core. When you put tension on it, it spreads out and it just binds the whole core up, and then nothing will bind. And especially on them aluminum ones. And then try it again. And once you've tried those, and if you're using top of the keyway, make sure you're not, maybe it's the very first pin and you're not hitting it at all, which I still do all the time. I'll miss that first pin all the time. And make sure that your tensioner isn't holding up your first pin. It isn't jammed against it so it won't move. You didn't stick it in there accidentally just under it, and when you snugged it up, you just shoved your you just overset your first pin and didn't even know it already. And so make sure your tension is good, and then just a deep breath. And I'm sorry, I can't pick these little padlocks in a vise. I just can't. And then start off with light tension and slowly build up. And if all of that didn't work, then we'll have to go to some other steps. But that's what I would do. I like this little burger. I got it from Rune Smith. He sent me a little package because I got his picks. I should be using those. I need to be picking with these. So how's it coming now? Has that helped at all? Any of the things I brought up? What was the second thing again? Oh, I don't remember. Let me look on my phone. I said a lot of stuff and my memory does not work. I'll rewind this and no. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to do that because that's on that one. Let's see. What I usually start off with is I run the key in and out, check and make sure the core isn't binding up. I check the shackle, make sure that's all good, you know, because sometimes you can lock them, snap them in there good, and then they'll bind up like that, and it's just holding everything up. Checking after you do those couple things, then just stick an empty pick in there and feel all the pins. Make sure they're, you know, spring in like they should be. And then start with your tension. And like I said, I don't know if you use top of the keyway or bottom of the keyway. Bottom of the keyway, make sure you're not say this is your core and you put tension on it, it's not damaged to where when you put tension on it, it's swelling out the core, and binding it up. On bottom of the keyway, make sure that your tensioner is not dragging on the outside of the lock body, so make sure that's all good and in there right. If you're using top of the keyway, make sure you didn't shove your pick in and you're holding up pin 1 or just missing pin 1. Make sure you didn't shove your top of the keyway tensioner in there and snag up pin 1, and look at it's already in a fault set. I already shoved it up in there. I know you can't see it, but I shoved my tensioner, just the tip of it caught the end, and I shoved the key 1 up in there and you can't even see it. Oh, I tell you, you guys are a serious pain in my ass. So I'll try this Berg. With Rune picks. This is his hook. Yeah, that's another thing. Yep, you just gotta. I missed that. Make sure you're not picking warding and pins, not the warding, because I still do that all the time. I'm like, all right, I'm getting a false set, and it's not. I picked the warding. Yeah, my biggest thing, make sure you got the right tool for the job. 15 thousandths instead of a 20 thousandths, because you can, you know, let me pull this down. Is that good? Go in there. A good excuse to use my little demonstration devices here. That's got my name on it. But, you know, a lot of times when you're picking, if you get a deep enough hook, and you can, I wish I had a better light. Yes, get closer. And maybe I can get better lighting on it. That's dark and dark. Maybe this light, yeah, that's a little better. Okay, so see this wording? So you're fighting with it and getting it caught like this. Sometimes you need to just get a deeper pick, more aggressive, deep pick, aggressive, B-E, aggressive. And You got to remember, from the Bible all the way to halfway through the core is a hole the size of the pin. So if you come, trying to get the wording in there. So if you figure out where the wording is and you dig down and up, you're not even the wording's not even going to come in effect, because you're going to work in the hole that's drilled for the pins. So you'll have to come in that lock, run down the bottom there, and come up and see, look, I skipped that big chunk of wording right there, and I'm on the pin in the hole for the pin, because I went and dug deep. So that's another thing you can do. Yeah, you probably shouldn't be too aggressive with 15,000. So don't be too aggressive, too aggressive. And if you catch me having some ticks, you can thank Greyhound and Lock Chuck from this morning with their lasers, which is one of the things I start ticking about every once in a while when I'm struggling or something, and I get something just caught in my head, and it's lasers. That's one of them. And I heard lasers like 700 times this morning. So I've been saying that all day. And then sometimes it sends me into all my other ticks. But yeah, they're awesome when you sit there repeating stuff and don't even realize you're doing it. Laser, or Johnny 5 is alive. Go Johnny 5. Wouldn't you like to be a pepper too? So how's it coming? Is go Johnny 5. Go Johnny 5. Johnny 5 is alive. Or maybe I'm trying to find the perfect way to get you guys to be able to see what I'm doing half the time. I'm too close or too far or too high or too low. I really got to get a camera for up here for when I'm picking stuff and can point things out. Oh, you did? What is that? I know that. Look, but I can't picture it right now. So I'm gonna have to look it up. Laser. Uh, go Johnny 5. Johnny 5 is alive. Okay, USPS. Go, Johnny 5. Johnny 5 is alive. Wouldn't you like to be a pepper too? 117-2C. Oh, yeah. Over the years, I don't know why I couldn't think of the lock I use every day to check my own freaking mail. I'm such an idiot. But the past few years, I've been saving from everywhere I've lived, I've been saving my mail keys, and here's some of them I got right there. Oh, come on, Chuck. Yo, laser lips. Your mama was a snowblower. Or in part 2, Los locos kick your ass. Los locos kick your face. Los locos kick your balls into outer space. And then that sends me directly into Ace Ventura. Bumby tuna, Bumby tuna. Your balls are showing. Bumby tuna, Bumby tuna. Oh, you got American 10 series? You know, I need to get another 10 because I do like those. I like the 10s. I don't like the 1100s anymore. Well, I like this one because you can just look at it with the cockeyed and it opens. But the 10 series, for some reason, was always a good pick for me. But me and G Key Man were talking about that earlier today. I think it was G Key Man. And he drilled it out. Yeah, the old ones, I do believe the first American lock I ever got was a 600, 600 or a 700, the big round body I dug out of the dirt, and it took me like a year or two to open it because it was just compacted with dirt, and I had to clean it out, pick at it, clean it out, pick at it. And but I got a 10 series was my next one, and I drilled that. I didn't know it was riveted in there too, that it wasn't supposed to be gutted. Yeah, we both thought it. We're like, man, they walloped out the Allen wrench head. We got to drill it out. Bumby tuna, Bumby tuna. Your balls are showing. Oh, damn. Yeah. Yeah, I can do that. You bet you're 1 millimeter. Oh, there's Delbert. How you doing there, sir? We're talking about American locks and trying to help Chuck Soup with his Yale and just hanging out. Johnny 5 is alive. Go Johnny 5. And talking tips and tricks to pick them real pain in the ass locks when they get all caught up. How's the piggies doing? Bumpy tuna, bumpy tuna. Pause. And I'm picking with Rune Smith's picks here. So I need to give him a good once over. Because me and him are going to do a live or a video or something where, he talks about his picks that are really, really cool. Come in a nice leather pouch. Your cows smell different over in the UK. So number one is the Berg Watcher. I don't know what that is. And if anybody wants to hang out on the live, I'll send you a link. Just let me know. And I have never picked one of these until today. I was walking through Walmart and I always see Lady Locks talking about it and other people, so I thought I would grab one. And it's pretty easy. It's an easy pick. I already got it. So that's like a comfort lock to give you, like, I got this. And my ticks are going a little bit because of Greyhound and Lock Chuck this morning and their lasers. Okay, so Delbert, you want on, and what about you, G Key Man? Let me send Delbert a link. Bumpy tuna, bumpy tuna. All right. Ah. Bumpy tuna, bumpy tuna. Mm, mm, mm. Yeah, I sent you that in Discord, Delbert, unless I got the chat all mixed up. Where the bear? Ah, hands are a little shaky. Come on. How am I struggling with this guy? Oh, because I'm picking it with a new look. Now let's give that. Let's give the McDiggler. So anything else going on? Says we got 4 people in the chat. Oh, that's part of the reason I'm there. Oh shit. Sorry guys. Oh, there we go. Here's Mr. Delbert. I'm trying to get in there.
Just got done with my cows, so.
You just got done with your cows?
Yep. You gotta milk them, so I have milk to give to my piglets, which is fun.
It just seems weird
to milk one animal for a different animal.
Yep. While I eat cereal in the morning. Yeah.
Yep. Well, it's funny because some people just don't quite understand that. I'm like, yeah, milk is milk when you really have to come down to it's either that or your shit dies.
Yeah.
Well, how are you able to give it dairy milk? Because I can't exactly throw the 9 that I have onto a new mom that'll pretty much eat them.
Yeah. Yeah, because they don't like taking in
babies that don't smell like them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I pretty much put your Sidewinder back together today because one of the last times I had it rolling around in my pocket, the little the sleeve, the gate window that keeps your pins in,
Yeah.
it popped open in my pocket and I dumped all 5 pins in my pocket, and then my springs decided to roll over inside of it, and I'm like, oh great. So now I got pins that I had to but I got it all back together.
Nice.
It's one of those learning curves. After screwing it up the first time that I ever took it apart, I figured out that the springs and pins don't like getting shoved into the lock. So I'm like, okay, now they're in there. How do I get it undone? And I pretty much just shearing the springs off is the easiest way to fix that.
I've had to do that. I've had to do that recently. Yeah.
But yeah, you aren't lying when you were saying that the Sidewinder is a perfect little carry it around in your pocket everywhere you go. And one of my favorite things is I'll keep a one of my repinning keys inside of my Sparrow set.
Yeah.
So that way, if I do just get a wire hair in my ass to like repin them, I have an extra key on me just to make it harder or easier depending on how stressed I am out that day.
Yeah. Yeah, I used to have before they had that Sidewinder set, I'm not a huge Sparrows sorry.
Right. The only reason I really liked it is because I saw how easy it was to repin their Sidewinder.
Yeah. And they had I think it was called the Night School set years ago.
Yeah, they had a night school and they had the tuxedo set and a couple different ones.
Yeah, but they had the similar little things, but you couldn't change the pins in it.
Exactly.
So it was a standard, and I had those, and I used to carry those around. And then I met this dude that he needed to pick. He was wound pretty tight and dealing with a lot of stuff, and he was watching me pick, and so
Oh yeah.
I gave him that set, and so I
Well,
didn't have him.
that's why I don't mind letting you have the Sidewinder. Having a second one, I don't really care that much. But two of the people that I know in Locksport, you seem like you can really actually use it,
Oh yeah,
and you
I
take
will.
care of people the way you do. So
I try to. Sometimes I
yeah,
overextend, but
there's your little one. And just for shits and giggles, let's see if I can pick it right now.
yeah,
Because essentially, it's only one or two little pins that have to prop you up. One or two pins that hold it up to making it tolerable. And I went through and decided to put serrated pins in it just to make it a little extra fun.
nice. But yeah, I get sick because I'm like I'm sure you've heard me. My ticks are starting to go a little bit because I'm a little overtired. I'm
Stressed out.
yeah, I've been stressed and
Oh, I bet that fucking bathroom took its toll on you.
yeah. And then G Key Man came over tonight and we hung out and had a good time, and so I'm like, I'm feeling better. I'm over being sick and the bathroom and the roof. And then G Key Man came over and got me excited, and we're looking at locks and talking about locks and having a good time. And then I'm just like overstimulated. And so now I'm shaking and doing my repeating and yeah. And then I went to Walmart twice now. Uh
You were
Yesterday and
saying,
today.
I think you were saying you picked up a Brinks. That is definitely one of my other comfort locks. It at least makes you feel like you accomplished something.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta have those because man, you don't know how many times nights I've sat there and I know I can pick just about any lock, you
Well, what
know.
I laugh about is like the Brinks 40 millimeter. Uh, this one, I could literally just take my short hook,
Yeah.
stab through, and use it as the little shank key,
Yeah.
and then just bam. And I'm like, really? I don't really need.
Yeah. That's with the companies, I don't want to say bad sparrows. I'm not a fan of their picks. I want to say the truth, but I don't try not to talk real bad about companies
Yeah.
out there because I can't think of one
That's why
company
I
that,
have the Genesis set from Covert, and then the Companion. But
yeah,
Sparrows, the only thing I really picked up from them was their Sidewinder because I was like, ooh, I don't have to completely disassemble something just to play with it.
yeah. But Sparrows has got a good gutting tool, you know.
Yeah.
Like,
That's why when I was telling you, I'll just send you some extra keys because A, they're already bitted. And my luck would be they have something stupid with their pins or, to where they just have them short enough or something to where you wouldn't be able to use somebody else's pin. Would be my luck.
yeah, but they had some good stuff, but like all these companies I get upset with because like you said right there, they'll sell you a bypass knife or a American bypass tool that every American lock anymore already has the wafer in it, so you can't use it. But they'll sell it to you for however much.
Yep,
And
that's literally one thing I own on my companion that I don't use at all is uh the American bypass tool. And I'm like, ooh, I want to, by all means, but I've yet to run into one in the wild that doesn't have the security wafer.
yep, and like Chuck Soup said, I'm the same way. I can't stand their handles, whether it's the plastic dipped ones or just the regular ones. But I tell you, and I gave the last set of them I had to G Keyman. I don't know if he's used them yet, but their SS Dev profile was until I got my Jimmy Longs was one of my main go-tos for a long time if I was having problems.
Okay.
But I bought like 3 sets of them and they just would break after time. And I'm not a heavy-handed picker. Those are the only picks that ever broke on me.
Yeah, that's what I'm starting to realize is like a lot of other pickers use a whole lot more tension than I do. When I can hear the audible clicks in theirs, and I'm like, why? I'm assuming it's because they have just that much tension when they're snapping through pins.
Yep. Yep, that's true. And sometimes it's the lock because there's some locks that are just noisy. But I was the same way as you. Like I would watch Lock Picking Lawyer and you'd hear him. It's just snap,
Yeah,
snap,
an
snap.
audible click on one, an audible click on two, three, four. And I'm like,
Yeah,
oh, well, yeah, that's nice when you can audibly hear them work through themselves.
yeah. But mine still don't. I don't put that much tension on. I mean, there's locks I put some tension on, but and I know he
Like
probably
this one,
uses a really
there's
good.
only two pins that really are a pain in the butt, and they're like right up on the very tip. Which is why I think for a
Yeah, the monkey
for a
paws.
comfort lock, this will be nice. And the
Yeah,
little round end is almost like its own fidget spinner. Just
yeah, yeah. Talking about fidget spinners,
and then I went through and
got them everywhere.
their this is their 6-pin, this is their black key.
Nice,
Yeah.
and that's why I like the grab pick because that's a fidgeter.
The I've been wanting one of those, or even the butterfly comb.
I'm not much of a comb picker. I think those are kind of a waste of cash too.
Yep, no, I just like butterfly knives. That's the only reason like I could see myself wanting one.
The reason I don't want one is because for some reason I can't do the butterfly shit.
Oh yeah.
I never could get it. I tried and tried and tried, and I'm not uncoordinated at in any stretch of the thing, but it was just something I couldn't pick up. But yeah, Chuck, I loved the monkey paw uh, profile. Yeah, you know, uh, sorry, I'm stuttering again. These are too hard to hold in. I got little hands, and they're hard to hold and pick in your hand and keep in your pocket. And then you don't want to carry these around. Those are perfect shaped, and
Well, the reason I completely understand is, yeah, usually I'm carrying this one, my Brinks, and my Sparrows in a pocket, and I'm like, wow, a little much on a day where you're just carrying, sweatpants and shit.
yep, yeah, that's what I showed GQ man earlier today. This is my must-have in every pair of pants: pocket knife, my uh, wedge that I got from New House, my
See,
metal.
I've been thinking about one of those new house wedges. How do you like it?
I love it. It works good. I use it to open my pop cans, scrape stuff, my keys that I actually use, and then the keys that I usually carry with me just to look at because I like them.
Yep.
And then my pocket pick. my everyday carry pocket pick, which is the one from Martin Newton, the Grav pick, and 2 covert companions. And then, so my pants are always weighed down. And whatever else I find.
I'm always carrying one of my Genesis sets, if not 2. And then inside of my little Leatherman case is my covert companion, my Tokestone that's from a Impala horn,
Nice.
and my ladder that has its own little set of scissors, knife, and pokey on it. So then
Yeah.
I go to my wallet and all the rest of the shit that normally we would find in a pocket.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the wallet stuff, which is a card door shim.
The door shim was cool.
Yeah. And then I got a little credit card size that I put together.
See, I'm thinking
Set.
about putting together something like that because either that or
These
just
are
disassembling
Sparrows.
parts of my
I've had
companion,
these.
yeah, that I would actually use.
Yeah. And that's what I did is I took out, I'm going to figure out a better way. I took out the stuff that I don't use on my covert companion and replaced it. And then I got the Riv pick and all that. So
See, I want to get either the Riv pick or McNally's McTickler expansion for it.
that's the one I got is I got the McNally one. I can't remember which one it is. And then I got,
Yeah. Well,
there's
I
also,
like either one of them because you're actually able to detach it. I'm still stuck with the companion set up the way where all your picks are literally part of.
yeah, that sucked.
Oh, it does, and I'm like, why they made it this way? And I'm really glad I had the bars that came off of it.
Yeah.
I got the actual expansion for the turning set, which was nice because when I had the Genesis, having another set of turning bars kind of comes in handy on certain locks.
Oh yeah, you should get jigglers for your butterfly pick. That's a good idea. Instead of the, you got a sling bag of all that stuff. Yeah, I try to put it in my pockets, Chuck, because when I take my sling bag, then my it gets even bigger, and then I walk around with this. And I'm not about to bring back the fanny packs again.
Hey, my grandpa used to carry a fanny pack back in the day, but to be fair, his carried a 45 in it, and I ain't gonna be the guy to talk shit to the guy in a fanny pack and get shot over it.
Yeah.
He went through an airport before all the 9/11 shit happened, and he took the wrong fanny pack with him. He had his 45 still attached to his belly where he thought the fucking plane tickets were. Opened it up, realized, oh shit, took it off, put it on the fucking counter, and was like, hey, by the way, that should be up underneath the plane right now. By the way, don't freak out.
Right?
Yeah, he became real popular real fast. My grandpa, with being the sense of humor, I went and jumped on a plane one day. He goes, I can make you real popular at an airport. I said, how? He goes, I take one of my nitroglycerin pills and just rub it on your bag. All of a sudden, you have bomb components and see how fucking fast they pull your ass up out of line. And I'm like,
Oh yeah.
you wouldn't.
Yeah, and then you get a big old fucking jolt of energy from that soaking into your skin.
Oh, no. He was just talking about rubbing it on the outside of my bags that I was taking into the
Oh
airport with.
yeah.
Fucking setting off every goddamn bomb detector that there is in
Yeah.
the airport, and they go stripping my shit down trying to find the chemical component. No, I don't have nitroglycerin, bro.
Chuck Soup's got the Riv in the Genesis and the Riz in the Reaper. Oh, there's a ground
Hey,
fog.
ground frog.
Yeah, this is what my pockets are filled with on a daily basis because I'm nuts.
I couldn't help myself. I went to Walmart the other day and got a new Swiss Tech.
Oh, nice.
It has its own little ferro rod and shit. It's nice.
Oh yeah,
Type of wall.
I forgot. The only reason I don't carry this one is because it just weighs my pants down way too much. But I usually carry this knife.
I can imagine that ground fog. Fucking taking a range bag to the airport and they fucking pick up on just residue. Ooh, looks like a nice little dive knife from what I can tell.
No, it's a survival. It's kind of like a dive knife. I got dive knives, but it's got the ferrule rod. This is one of the last. I think this was the last birthday present I got from my mom.
One of the girls ones. I believe
Yeah,
that's who made that company. Or it was like I recognize the company.
yeah, Gerber. But this is it's too much. I have to get suspenders.
I do love the Kydex sheath that the Swiss Tech one came with.
Yeah,
And their handle's made of like not exactly a Kevlar, but a polymer grip that it like when you get it wet, it actually becomes more grippy,
yeah,
which is interesting. I've never had something that when you get it wet, it actually works better than a dry knife.
yeah. My it's probably like my actual dive knife. My dive knife does that too. It actually it starts to feel sticky.
Mm-hmm. Ah. It's the neighbor's boyfriend.
What do we got going? We got hold on. Oh yeah, I heard that. Okay, I'm trying to keep up with the chat and
Yeah, if it was still daytime out, I'd take you guys out through the ranch to show you all the damn animals that are out here.
yeah, you're uh you're a busy man with those. I tell you.
Well, we just got rid of a bunch of our cattle, which is kind of nice, but not really, because that's a year and a half of work just down the drain. But we needed the cash, so you know how
Yeah,
that shit goes.
yeah.
Fucking Uncle Sam hit us for 2,500 for fuck taxes.
Jesus, they kill.
Yeah,
It's the government's
California makes a
killing
fucking
it.
killing, bro. I
Yeah,
don't know who it goes to, but them motherfuckers living high on the hog.
yeah, they are. I don't know how any farmer makes any money in the country at all, let alone in California.
I don't know if you guys could hear them, but all my peacocks are starting to go off outside.
Yeah.
There we go. Ah. There's my 6-pin. That one I'm done.
Yeah, I got and then I've been wound up because I got behind on the broke picks challenge there because I had the flu, the roof, then the flu again, then my bathroom, and the broke picks challenge, and
To be human, to be silly, and to mess up, and to be a dad who embarrasses your kids or is awkward, or be a student to have that angst. It's like crazy when I think of it. People watching.
But this is what calms me down and keeps me, out of prison.
Well, it's funny because the other Marine I hang out with, he doesn't pick locks, but we throw knives for therapy, so I kind of understand it.
Yeah. If
And that's about the day that I figured out I could throw lockpicks too.
yeah,
They fly great because of the weight they have to them, and there's very little material at the other receiving end to have any resistance to not going where you want it to.
yeah,
Think of his new house that was messed around with ballistics gel the other day, and I'm like, stab it with a lockpick. Watch. He took one of his ones, like, think. He was like, oh. I'm like, yeah, they could be a mean little tool if you used them wrong.
yeah,
It's all the intent that you have behind the weapon or the tool.
yeah,
You give somebody a rock, you could be mean with it. It's just how you approach it.
yeah.
What are you gonna do? Outlaw rocks? No. you fucking take care of the people that are hitting people with rocks.
Exactly.
Ooh.
But G Keyman's helping me with the because I don't have a printer and I'm computer illiterate.
Yeah.
He's helping me print out the certificates for everybody. And it's shaking. I'm gonna put like the straps when they strap you down in a chair.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna put one over here so I can strap my one arm down.
Just keep it out of frame.
Yeah. Yeah, just keep it out of the frame, just ratchet that thing down. So when I get like this.
Now what you do is you put a positive or a negative electrode on one arm and then just ever so slightly ground out the other side of it.
Yeah.
All right. We won't touch it. Ow, shit. Just train your arm not to go in that general vicinity anymore.
Yeah.
But my arm doesn't retract into this general zone anymore. Why? It thinks it's gonna shock itself.
It's head shock therapy.
This is one of my favorite ones. That it's a Corbin cabinet lock, which I
Yeah.
have yet to see somebody else that has one that's similar. Like I've come across a lot of them, but not this one.
Let me see. Let me make you bigger so I can see it better.
Let me see if I can switch my camera too. But oh, I can't see myself now.
Okay.
There we go.
Hold on, I screwed up.
Oh, good. I wonder if my phone's gonna focus on it too. So hold on. Stay. Focus. Damn you.
What does it say?
Corbin cabinet lock. New Britain. CONN, which I'm Connecticut, USA, patent number 1008 no, damn, holy shit, that's a long number. 1849775. But my key that actually goes to it says a national key from Cleveland. Oh shit, I don't think I could get that one to focus either. I am not on this. But I'll have to put a picture of it up in Discord, but damn thing took me like 16 years to re-find the damn key, and it sat on a fence on my old house.
Yeah.
See, yeah, no, mine doesn't have like this is all just small writing, and the backside doesn't have any like much call it. If I remember right, it came out of my dad's grandpa's shop. So it's one of those. I have no clue how old the damn thing is, but it's a sturdy lock. They got some heft to them.
Yeah, I got this one. It's all brass. Even the it is all brass.
Yeah, that's what this one is. It's solid brass. It's just essentially dingy as hell at this point.
Yeah, I had about 4 or 5 of these, but I never had one that it was either it said Corbin or it had said the CCL and then Corbin cabinet locks. I haven't seen the
Yeah, this
other
one it
ones.
says Corbin cabinet across it, and that's it. And then it says New Britain, Connecticut, or CONN. So I'm assuming Connecticut.
Yeah, GK Man says he's got an electric fence for me.
Ooh, electric fences are nice. I have to set up some hot wire out here because my damn cows won't stay off one of my fences.
Oh,
Man, before they fold it for like the third time and I have to go out and build it back up, I'm just going to put a hot wire around it and teach them real quick not to fuck with my fence.
yeah, Corbins are definitely a good lock.
Right? I was like, I didn't understand as a kid why we had it on the fence until I realized that, yeah, it's quite a nice lock to have. Yeah, like I picked it every day for a solid week before I finally got it to pop open. But I think it's mainly because that thing was weathered to hell sitting out there.
Yeah,
And it still has this spot in like the turning cycle where it just locks up right there. And I
yeah,
actually have to give it a little bit of oomph to get it to run. And I'm like, I wonder what's if I was able to disassemble it, I wonder what makes it bind right there.
yeah. Something's war.
Yep, something got knocked around or knocked loose.
Yeah, I like those little Corbins.
Light bulb electric fences. What's a light bulb electric fence? Does it like have enough electricity in to light a light bulb, or I know that if you have a long enough property, the electric fence doesn't like immediately electrocute you from one end to the other. There's like a second delay where you're like, haha, it must be off. And then it lets you have it. You're like, oh shit, it's not off.
Yeah,
Yeah, I have quite a different or a couple different types of pins for repinning the sidewinder. I have ones that look like chess pieces and ones that are like Christmas trees and shit. So I have the whole Scrooge set. I have their bullet set and forgot what other one. I have 3 different like types that are just uh
ruthless.
yeah. I was like, well, if I'm gonna rebuild this damn thing, I'm gonna make it to where even I can't get through it, and then I can call it done and work on it until I'm like, all right, well, keep going until I can't anymore.
Yeah, you gotta test yourself and but not make yourself hate yourself for this hobby
Well,
because I've got
that's
myself
why I
to that
have to
point.
have to get, that's why I have to keep a comfort lock around because that exact reason. What?
Yeah,
Congratulations, you took your fun lock and made it a bitch and a half. So go find yourself something fun again.
yeah,
And at that point, if I can't get through it at 6 pins, I draw it back to 5, 4, and then
yeah.
start feeling around for why these pins start feeling different in the lock. Okay, that seems interesting. The light bulb acts as a current limiter.
Oh, because it'll pop if it gets too high.
That makes sense.
just like a fuse.
Yep. My brain thought like as long as you could see the light bulb on at a distance, you knew the damn fence was on not to touch the thing.
That's what I was thinking too.
What? When the light bulb goes off, you know that somebody's got it grounded out somewhere else because it's not reaching back to where it started anymore.
Yeah.
What? Somebody's touching the fence. How could you tell? The light bulb went out. Oh, my grandpa's favorite thing to do as an electrician was take capacitors and fucking charge them and leave them laying around the fucking house. And as kids, he'd tell us not to fucking touch them, knowing full and well that we were going to. We'd shock
Yeah.
the shit out of ourselves. Be like,
We were just talking about that earlier today.
And then fucking grandpa come back in and shit and be like, so who touched it? All of us kids, no one. It's like, somebody did because I didn't just shock myself. So, oh yeah.
I like to take
Fun
the capacitors
times.
out of microwaves. I find I can make it thing it'll kill a horse.
Oh, I saw a dude had taken the ignition coil out of a Model A, Model T, but
Oh
just the whole
Jesus!
box and fucking put it all together on his vice. So when some asshole goes and cranks his fucking vice down, that it would just let him have it. Well, it's because his fucking buddies would come into his shop and just play a game of who could fucking force his vice down to. So he's like, fuck, quit doing it. And finally got tired of telling him and shit. So he fucking, I'm like, ooh, yep, bet you wouldn't be fucking with it no more.
When I was in high school, there was this kid. It's a long story, but he pissed me off, and I had small engine class with him, and I got to class early, and I ran a wire down through because it was like uh, big tabletops, and then there were
Yeah.
lockers underneath, and there was a space in between the two sets of lockers, and a hole in the middle of the table. So I ran the wire down, and we sat on metal bar stools, and I ran the wire down in between the lockers and connected it to his chair. So every time he tried to pull start his thing, I had
Oh,
ran
just
the
let
wire
him
into
have
the
it.
spark plug. Yeah.
Mm. I had seen one. They did it with like the round bar stool, but had that metal lip all the way around it. They'd set it to where every time he sat down, it would ground out that connection. So it was only when his ass was in the seat that it would zap. And I'm like, oh, that's genius. The motherfucker couldn't figure it out. He's like, puts his hand on it, nothing. As soon as he sits down, that little it was all it takes. Ugh.
So you guys got a big shenanigans going on tomorrow for Easter?
I gotta hang out with my wife and kid and take them to go see my grandparents, or my grandpa, at least. And hang out with them for a little while. Haven't seen them in a while.
Oh no. Did it again, damn it.
I don't know. The cool part is having this lock sport community is I could probably have somebody recut this fucking key because it's about on its last legs.
Oh yeah. GK man could do it. I could do it if I had, but my cutting wheel is so worn out, it's not even sharp enough to cut a good. And then my other machine is buried at the moment, and I'm not going to go dig it out because I don't have anywhere to set it at the moment in my room because I'm not giving up my king size bed. So it's like lock lab in my bed and a little place to stand.
So yeah, I figured out what I would be essentially breaking as a quarter horse, and I'm like, yay me!
Uh,
And they're like, "Are you sure you're up for this?" I said, "Is there really a turn back moment now? They're worth about $6,000 more if I do the damn job."
I'd pay somebody else $1,000 to do it.
No, I'm like, if I'm making $6,000 for you, you're splitting that shit in half. If I'm the one gotten to do the fucking work.
Oh yeah, they're covering your medical bills too, right?
Oh yeah, that's if I get myself hurt. But their first rule is don't get yourself fucking hurt. And I'm like,
Because
okay.
you're fired before.
No, there's a backhoe out here that pretty much is the insurance plan of the fucking
Yeah.
farm. I need to go to the hospital. Is it bad enough we have to bury you? No! Then you don't need to go.
Yeah.
So when I send it to you, the way the whole back opens up, that little pin is underneath a spring. And sometimes they go ejectoing themselves across the room. So I'm gonna send it with an I'm gonna send it with an extra little.
Oh, I got plenty.
You have the long back pins, the hold the shit back together.
Yeah.
That little guy.
Yeah. As long as it's
Okay. Well, I don't know. That's
standard.
what I'm saying. With it being
Oh yeah, I didn't
fucking
think
their
about that.
company.
Yeah, that's true too. Well, don't send them, and if I don't,
No,
I'll
I'm
check.
gonna just send you one. I have extras, so
Okay. And
as I said, I'm not
I'll,
sending anything that's gonna put me out. So
I'm gonna we're gonna we're gonna hook you up tight.
nice. I appreciate it.
Because
Container
it's so
pin.
funny you brought that up. Because I was literally thinking earlier that day. I was like, man, do I want to? There's two other things that I'd like to get from Sparrows, and I'm on back and forth. That was one, and the other one was the vault, the safe dial. So I
Save
could,
dial.
yeah. But I've heard it's just a waste of time and money because it doesn't
It's
feel right.
simple enough that it doesn't help you. Yeah.
Yeah. But I want to play with my safe dial so bad. I got like 5,
Hey
6, 7 of
Zoe.
them up there. What's up, Zoe? And then I got the 2 here, but I don't want to mess with them while they're working, while it's on my safe, you know?
See, that's one of those. My grandpa has one of those big ass antique safes that usually sit in everyone's fucking garage.
Yeah.
And as a child, none of us were allowed to fuck with it because I thought he didn't know the combination. And I asked him, it's been some years ago, I'm like, so, what would have happened if we were fucking around with it as kids and got stuck inside? He goes, I'd probably have to open it. I'm like, so you remember the combo? He goes, I think I do, but that's the reason I told you guys did not fuck around with it as a kid. And he goes, hold on, shuts it himself, closes it, and I'm like, now I really hope you remembered because fucking we don't have a turn back point. And he goes, clink. Yeah, I still know it. Fucking walks
Yeah.
off, and I'm like, oh, you can't play these fucking games with me. And go, I don't know. But yeah, he has multiple different saves. Part of them for his hunting rifles and shit, and the other ones just because they're ancient, they've been there.
Yeah. I got a couple of old Moslers, um, some S&Gs, a couple of Lagards, and a Century something, and I got them on stands up there. I got this safe from out of a McDonald's that was being remodeled, and they forgot this safe combination and decided to get a new one. So I got this. They were trying to throw it in the dumpster, but nobody could pick it up. that high to get it in the dumpster, but it's got a really nice S&G 6730 on it, and it was locked open or closed, but with the door open. So I had
Yep.
to
Oh,
I
they say that's actually the smartest way you can have it. If you're gonna have it and not have the fucking combo, lock that bitch with the door open.
yeah.
Because at least then you can go through the fucking combo wheel and figure it out without having to worry about, oh shit, I can't get into the fucking thing anymore.
Yeah, and then I got this no name Yale shoot. There it is in this
Nice.
filing cabinet. But I don't want to mess with them because I do have stuff in there that I don't want locked in there, and
Right.
I can
If it ain't broke,
get
don't
both.
fix it.
Yeah, I can get both of them, but I don't want to have to get them. I want to take them off, and
Essentially, it goes back into rule one of lock sport: don't work on a lock that's in use.
yeah,
And
because
unfortunately, those are in use locks.
yeah, that Sergeant and Greenleaf, I've never had a problem with it. I did manipulate it open. You know, I didn't reset it just because the door was open and I could get to it. I played with it and got it open, but it's always the dial seemed a little tight to me. It's always seemed a little tight, and so you figure they were dragging it across the whole parking lot to
By the fucking handle and shit, probably.
yeah. So, but it's always worked, never failed. But I don't want to.
Fucking knock on wood, it's never
Yeah,
failed.
yeah. So I want to retire that one and put it in in one of the 3D printed holders.
Definitely G key. Most of the time, it's just a bitch and a half to move those heavy ones. So I'm pretty sure if my grandpa, when he passes, that big safe is just gonna stay right where the fuck it is, or I'm gonna need a forklift to move it. There is no in between.
Yeah. What else I got? I went and spent. Damn it! I did it again. I got the stupid thing open and I started yakking and turned my head and the tensioner popped out. I got a brand new $47, brand new, 2 keys, van lock.
Nice. That is cool looking.
I love these.
I've been
That's
looking into
thinking,
getting some handcuffs, and there's a couple different pairs around my town that I'm in. And for like 20, $30 a piece, but not bad. I think one of them is a pair of Smith and Wessons for like $30. So I'm like, that's not a bad price tag for them.
no, that's a decent price.
Yeah,
I
well, I
got,
wanted to take my grandpa's set that he used to use when he was on the force, and I'm like, that would probably be a set I just keep, and I'm not actually gonna fucking start ripping open.
yeah, I only got these Viper Techs. I borrowed G Keyman's and made a bunch of videos with them, but not,
Nice.
not Too Dead sent me these because he wanted me to do the Shackleman stuff. I like it. I have a lot of fun doing it, but I've been too busy at the moment, and I don't have the extra money for cuffs because I got Aaron's gonna etch me a set when I get caught back up, so of a Peerless.
That'd be cool.
So I got that to look forward to.
Don't mind me. I'm gonna take a dab real quick.
Oh, you're good. I believe these Viper Techs are $20. 20 to 22 bucks. What I have, they're Viper Techs on Amazon. They're the the 801Bs.
Okay. One of the next things I want to look into is getting the Chuck Weiss that Lady Locks was talking about from I can't remember what it is. 44 Delta or something. Yep, that guy.
Yeah. You were a vet, right?
No, I just had a buddy that was.
Oh.
A lot of my family was. I broke my pelvic bone, or otherwise I would have enlisted.
My
They
dumbass
look at me as a medic.
decided I'd be
They
in.
look at my ass as a medical liability, and I'm like, yeah, probably better.
I got a choice. I could have went to the military or jail, and I thought, oh, well, I'll be out in 30 to 60 days. 18 months later.
Right. The recruiter got your ass.
No, I didn't go. I went to jail. I picked jail. I thought I'd be done and out. And
Oh, you thought you were going to be done and out in 30 days.
yeah.
Shit. Turn down getting fucking paid and getting your ass whooped? No.
I wanted to get home to the
Doing all
ship
your
I
other
was.
stupid stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, I wanted to go to the military. I always did. I had always planned on it, but I didn't want to go at that particular moment. And
Right.
then when you turn it down like that and decide to go the other way, apparently they red flag you in the system and you can never join any branch of the military for the rest of your life, is what I
That's
was
funny.
told.
That could be why my recruiters stopped calling me after a while. Because
Yeah.
I wanted to go for the longest time. And then I had my wife and my kid, and they're like, "Are you ready to go?" I'm like, "No, not anymore." What? You had me before I had a kid, bro. Now I actually have a reason to stay alive.
Yeah.
What? I would have been infantry. I would have been a bullet magnet. No big deal to me. Now I'm like, I gotta kind of come home to somebody.
Yeah. It isn't all fun and games and dodging bullets.
Fuck no, and not with the drones that they're playing with now. Fuck that. It's different when I can shoot the
That's
other guy.
terrifying. Yeah. You had
It was different when I could actually see to shoot the other guy. Now you're just gonna hear was the last thing I heard.
Yep.
You
Or
know,
chasing you while you're
fucking
running.
that's back in the day. You used to freak out because cars fucking backfire and shit.
I
Somebody's gonna go turn on a fucking oscillating fan and owls, and they're gonna start shooting things.
yeah.
What the fuck of a fan kicking on just set them the fuck off.
Exactly.
Why is Grandpa huddled up in a corner, fucking in fetal position? Because I kicked on the fucking PlayStation.
Right.
Because the fan kicked on and it set his ass the fuck off. Yeah, I'm like, I've seen some of the footage from shit back there, and one, was these dudes in the foxhole, and they woke up the next morning. They stuck their head out. Well, the drone had landed, the wing side up, flat against their fucking foxhole, and the fucker was still beeping. And I'm like, it didn't hit hard enough. Move nice, quickly, and quietly the fuck out of your hole, bud. Don't anyone touch the thing. Don't look at it wrong. Just move.
That's
I've
just
seen ones where they're fucking the drone's flying through the foxhole, running with them and shit.
yeah.
The fuckers just tuck up against the fucking wall as it goes off in the tunnel. And I'm like, fuck, dude, we aren't playing the same games that we used to.
Holy shit! I just picked this best lock to control. Wow, I ain't done that in a while. I thought I
Nice.
completely lost the ability to do that.
the knack to get it.
Yeah, I literally just sent.
And you did it on camera too. It wasn't all
Yeah,
being all camera shy and shit.
yeah. You believe that shit, G Key man? I just sent a best lock with him because I was like, I fucking give up. I can't get the core out because I don't have the control key, and I've been trying on that thing for months. And I literally just put this in there, and
Because
I hit
yeah, that
all
was
7 pins, and boom, it went right to control.
yeah. My buddy was a ranger, but that was one of his little patches I had took off of his shit before he left.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I took that in his dog tag, and they're like, "What?" I'm like, "Yep, no, I'm taking this, and those are mine."
I just
And I'm like, you know well enough that he would already have fucking let me have them, so I'm just taking them."
I went to the flea market me and G Keyman go to, and found I'm a World War II freak too on top of it, and I got an old World War II dog tag.
Nice. That is cool.
The scary
I
thing
had
is
it.
how it's bent right here, like it was used and then taken back out because they would put it between your front two
Does it have
teeth,
the
and
V cut in it? Is
it
there a cut
doesn't have.
mark in it?
That was before.
There's usually a notch. There's
Yeah,
a V
that's
cut notch.
after World War II. They started putting the
Oh.
notch or towards the end of it, but this one is
Mm.
bent like it was.
Yep. Recovered.
Yeah, so it's kind of creepy.
Oh
I don't
yeah.
like that one, but
Because my grandpa was telling me that they had to make a notch. He goes, "Well, why they were notched?" I'm like, "Why?" Because they used to knock them into their teeth, so that way when they send them home, they were still able to tell who they were. And I'm like, "That's fucked up," but I guess
mhm,
it works.
yeah,
Hey, Dean.
you figure they didn't have. It wasn't like they had refrigerated airplane rides
Yeah,
halfway across the world and then to your town wherever and then to the refrigerated
morgue where they get to
yeah,
actually take care of you.
yeah.
At
God
that point,
damn,
they
you
just
can't
took
believe
your
I got that.
tag, fucking tossed you in the big pit, and then hoped for the best.
Yeah, I
One of the
can't
other
believe
people I follow on YouTube, he actually goes out and recovers old bones and stuff from wars like that. One of the last
oh,
ones I was watching, he came across an old German tank uh, operator.
oh yeah.
And they found his tags and shit, and they're like, and there's his bones, and there's this. Oh, can you say hi to the internet?
Hi.
Hi. This is Joey. Oh.
Hi, Joey.
He's autistic, but he's 3. He's not really verbal, but he's my best friend ever. He's gonna be the next one I teach to pick locks.
Yeah. You know, when I got out of jail, and part of my uh probation and stuff is I had to go to a counselor, and I went to the counselor that the um courts recommended, and
Yeah.
she goes, I sat in there, and I talked to her for about 20 minutes, and she goes, I can't help you. You have to go to a professional. And
Are you not a professional?
yeah, she's like, you need to go
Somebody
see
more
somebody.
qualified than me.
Yeah. And we need to get you tested. And they said I have a touch of that, obviously, because I obsess over.
A touch of the tism.
Yeah. And I
I
tell you what, it made me
think we're
feel
all
better.
kind of on the spectrum, especially in like the lockpick community.
Exactly.
Well, like the tism is why we picked up lockpicking to begin with. I know it's
Exactly.
mine. I was following the dopamine one day and was like, ooh, I can do this. And for some reason, it makes my brain feel happy.
Yep.
The satisfaction of hearing a shackle pop makes my brain go, ooh, I like this.
Yep. Absolutely. That, especially a good chunk.
Yep. That's the only downfall of that Brinks, like the one you have, and I
Yeah.
have the exact same one. It doesn't have a shackle pop. I thought for some reason it was going to make a, like, even Master Lock has a pop. Brinks has
Yeah.
a pop. Like, what the hell? Because I thought it was going to be like their 40 millimeter. I thought it was going to have a, when it pops open, but nothing.
Staying there. That's what I'm doing. I'm not hitting that number one pen. That's what's fucking caught up. So the hands are shaking. Laser.
Hands shaking. Speak on the heavy. Oh.
What was it? Oh, ah, I'll put it down for a minute before I start having a meltdown. I was doing so good. I got that. I freaking got. God, when was the last time I actually got a best to control? It's been a couple years. It has to have. I can't believe I got it.
Like, I know I'm still new to this community, but I've never seen you do it.
Yeah, it's been years. 'Cause I can't think. Let's see. I got this one this summer, like just before fall, and then I found the best padlock. Me and G came in, found it around December-ish, January-ish, and I haven't been able to get it. And then I've been in Michigan for 2 years now, and the year before that, I rode across the country and then was in Hawaii. And yeah, it's been a couple years since I picked one to control. I did pick I didn't pick this to control, but I did a bypass. I kicked it to uh, operation, and then you can bypass it once you get it to operation and flip it around the Medico.
Nice.
LFIC.
See, even that Medico looks like it'd be comfortable in the hand compared to this Corbin. The Corbin's just chunky and heavy.
Oh, that Medico is pretty heavy. Oh. Yeah, I'm just waiting on my Have you done any of your belts? Are you doing that
No,
at
I
all?
actually haven't at all. And what's funny is like, yeah, just being or just getting into lockpicking and the fact that I have to have everything like centered in frame and whatnot to do it.
Yeah.
I just need to have a better setup than what I'm running. Essentially, it'd be like me sitting here and having to do it this way to do it in on screen.
Yeah, that's what I had to do when I decided I wanted to get that. Because I knew I ignored the belt system ever since the LPU began, you know. I thought it
Yeah,
was a little dumb and stuff, but since I finally convinced myself to get on camera and do this and have some fun since I'm retired now and can uh you know, and so I decided to try and do the belt system to have more things to discuss on camera and relate to more people. But
right. Being able to pick my brinks would at least put me at a white belt because I believe it's just the bare minimum or qualification of being able to open a lock.
I think the Brinks is it's more than a white belt. I know it is. Let me look it up. But that's
Okay.
what I do love about the LPU thing is they got all these locks ranked and you can look them up and
Okay. I don't think I've actually looked at them.
yeah, you should. See, it goes it tells you and then it lists all the every lock, shows you pictures of it, tells you about how to pick
Okay.
it and what
So
pins
where
are
does a
in it.
brink sit on it?
What- That's what I'm looking.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. It's higher than white. Uh, so that's a yellow belt lock.
Okay. It makes me feel a little bit better about where I'm at.
And you picked that Corbin Rice Wander.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Maybe
And that Corbin took me freaking forever to get, but yeah. Like if I want a challenge, that's my go-to.
yeah. I'm, I'm thinking that's probably around a green belt. Let's see. Ace, A, B, C. See, and it's all
Alphabetical.
yeah,
I should quit doing that. Can I make it bigger on my screen? Hmm.
shit. Okay. And you can, which I'm going to do right now, you just type it in instead of looking through every one like an idiot. Oh, yeah, it's definitely green. It's either purple or green. I don't think it's purple. No, it's not purple. It. You're probably around green belt ish.
Okay.
And you said you did an 1100 too, right?
I'm still working on the 1100. I've yet to get it open.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you're about
Actually, I should work on that 1100 and see if I could get it open right now.
orange, green. Yeah, you're not. The 1100s is super light tension, just enough to hold that tensioner in there, and just I always I flip my pick upside down and just kind of gently rub it across the bottom of the pins until they start clicking until I get it to a false set.
Okay.
And then usually it pops when I flip my pick back around. I should probably use this. Oh, I took it out of there.
Yeah. Series 1105.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's just something about the way it pops through ice.
I always use a gem. That's my personal.
I don't have a gem.
Yeah. But it's pretty much a kind of a medium hook ish.
Okay.
In about 18, 20 thousandths. That's where I stay about. And then you always want to make sure you get your tensioner in there, but then back it out just a hair so you're not resting against that first pin.
Okay. Do
And then
you have better top or bottom of the keyway?
I always do top.
That's
And
kind of
then
what I was thinking.
I've never picked it bottom of the keyway, but that's how much tension I'm putting on it. My fingers just resting on it.
Just okay.
And then I flip it around, I pick around, and let me get this in there. And I just glide across the bottom of those pins, and you hear them hit them serrated pins. Click, click, click. I already started a false set. I got this populated to 6 pins instead of just 5.
Indestructible.
So I got it to a false set. Now I start putting a little bit of tension on there, and I go up to each pin, and I just touch it. Just touch the bottom of each pin.
Keep super light tension. I drop my my tensioner out. That's funny.
Yeah, it's a game to play.
It's a finesse that I'll have to figure out for sure.
Yeah. And there we go.
Nice.
It's just finessing it. And slowly once you get past that false set, you start to, that's when the, if there's any, well, there is spool pins in there, you start to add more tension because you don't want it to pop out like I was doing earlier when I kept saying I kept knocking it out because I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah.
And if you still start having trouble, you can always do this too. Open the lock, relieve all that spring pressure off the core, okay, and pick it. Then you don't have any spring pressure to worry about. It's just all the tension that you're putting on there.
Because yeah, that shackle pressure is a whole lot of a
Yeah,
different feeling.
yeah. But see, that way you don't have to work against that, and you can feel more
Yeah, the feedback is a whole lot different than with it in.
Yeah,
And other than building that Sidewinder, this is the first one I actually encounter that it has spools and serrations. Other than I don't know what's inside of that Corbin. I wonder if it's just standard. It probably is just standard pins.
but there you go again. It just don't let it get to you. Just light tension, just enough to hold it in there and get it to that fault set. Just lightly tapping the pins like this, and you'll feel it.
Just do it with my shorter hook.
Don't do the lock picking lawyer where he goes in there and goes click, 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 open. You want
Right.
to make sure you hit each one of these serrated pins, these serrations. Just like, you want to move it just one, click. Go to the next pin, go down the stack, come back, click, click, click. And then once you get past those, then it's just one or two spool pins. And I think, yeah, I got the spool pin on this one. And then it's just the, you add some more tension to it. You can't keep, when you get this to the spool pins, you can't have the super light tension because you'll drop your pin, but you put more pressure on it. And then once you start feeling it kick back, and then boom, it just goes. And usually it's only one because it's kind of hard to always make both of them react. But that's my spiel on the 1100. I struggled with it for a long time when I first began years ago.
I forgot who in our lockpick group literally just figured out their tension on the 1100, and they're like, I was using way too much tension.
Yeah. I can, well, let's see. What would be a good example? Somebody showed me a real good trick that clicked in my nutty brain that maybe this will help you. If I can find something that will do the is that nope. Nope. Yeah. Okay, you got a lotto lock, right? Just one of those plastic like a
Greyhound. And I have what?
Do you got one of those lotto locks? One of these plastic like?
Nope. This is the only one I have.
Oh,
And it's
okay.
like straight up metal.
What can I use to? Give me 1 second to think.
Like I have Brinks. I have other locks, but the American I'm using is not made of plastic.
Oh, I know. I'll show you in a second. This is what really made it click for me. Oh, I'm dropping shit. I gotta find something that I know you know what the weight of it is, but it's the right weight. What about one of these Master Lock?
There, we have the exact same brinks.
Oh yeah. Let me feel how that heavy that is. Yeah, that's about right. Okay, so when you put it in, that's that's too much. That's too much tension.
Ooh, do you have a Genesis set?
No, I gave it away to somebody who needed some picks.
Would the companion be too heavy?
I don't know, that might work.
Because I know what you're going for now.
Yeah, I want to find something that we both know exactly what it feels like the weight.
The weight is, yeah. Yeah, because I was like, the covert companion between my companion and your companion should be about round about the same weight.
Yeah. Did you say you got the tensioners and like the Riz pick set?
I know. I just have the base model. I have the American bypass tool and the turning tool expansion. Yes.
Okay, so that'd probably be about the weight of this one. These are all mine.
Yeah, yours looks thinner. I have the other expansions added to mine, but it's
Yeah,
around about the same.
but I got some other things that probably weigh a lot more. This is sparrows. These are wafer lock jigglers, and I
Wow,
got four of
those are
those,
nice.
and they're heavier. So let's see if that's the weight I'm going for. Uh,
That seems a little heavy still too. 'Cause my tensioning in my finger is a lot less than what the weight of this is.
because I took a lot of my stuff out. I took all my, I did, I took all those out and put them in my pocket. Um,
Yeah, your little one that you were showing me.
yeah,
That thing's pretty cool too.
yeah,
The
that's
only
about the
downfall
exact
is,
weight. Yeah,
huh? That's about
that's
the
about,
exact weight.
yep,
Okay.
just enough to hold it in there. Not enough to, just enough to bite. But yeah, that's about the perfect weight. That's about how much weight you want to put on there until you get to that false set. Then when you get to that, then you're gonna want to put not heavy, but enough to make your leave a white mark on your finger.
Okay.
I don't know if that helps you or helps anybody in the chat with how to feel how much tension I personally use, because I know people that they use
We
heavy
use way
tension on it.
more.
Yeah, but I'm super light-handed, and I I go each serration, so I know that I don't overset it. Oh yeah, Keyman's his Lockwood's a blue belt with spools. Oh, Greyhound's in here. I've seen that. I was talking. Zoe's in here. Hi, Zoe. Hi, Greyhound. Happy Easter. I hope you guys are doing well and have a awesome Easter.
Right. Happy Easter, everybody.
but I somehow, just before I went on my 1100 rant, picked a best to on camera to control. So I'm pretty excited. It's been a couple years now since I've been able to do it. So I'm pretty excited. I don't know if you've seen the video. I got Rune Smith sent me a Yale Platinum 7-pin dimple with 5 sliders. I think he said 5 or 6 sliders. I got that one yesterday. What else did I get? I was pretty stoked about.
GK, you fixed the Chinesium metal? It's no longer
Yeah,
sharp.
dude, that took a chunk out of my thumb.
Well, yeah, fucking watch you slice
Yeah,
call it with it. It was
I,
fucking
yeah, I cut
amazing.
right through that green board with it. It's still there. You kind of went all robot-y on me.
Who, me? I'm Slayer.
Yeah.
Then,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Now you're better.
Oh, I do need to plug my phone
They
in
were
now.
stamped out. They were sharp, weren't they, G Key man? And it cut the chunk where it didn't bleed, but it was enough to be irritatingly painful.
No, I didn't know my fucking charger broke. Why?
Gotta pick at that one.
I have my children.
That sucks. I was late on it or something. Yeah, I know. I'm just saying that that sucks.
What did I start going by? Approach back. You got the note. Clear. I'm calling you that name, but I love this people. Because it's for you can see it in front. But now the game begins. You run. That's it. Behind. That's the cat.
It's a really soft metal. Yeah, I didn't mess around with it too much because it took a nice meaty little skin chunk out.
You're in. That's why you're sick. You got the new type of Rona from catching the Chinesium metal.
Yep. That's exactly it. They that was their goal, was to poison all of us. Let's start with the lock pickers. We gotta take them out right away.
What? They're onto us.
Before
5 pins with a Yale keyway.
What's that?
The stuff going on in the background with us. I was gonna say my wife and kid are in the background on my
Oh.
end.
Okay, well,
It's probably radioactive. Chernobyl, for sure.
maybe I'll turn into like the Hulk. Hopefully, it's like gamma rays.
Perfect.
Okay, I haven't found a cable for the drive, but I plugged it into my external there. I don't have anything important on it. It was funny the stuff that's going in the background, you guys. Yes, I'm gonna be the first superhero. Oh, I'm almost completely deaf in my one ear, so if they're talking at anything higher or lower than what I am, I can't hear it.
Yeah, that's probably
Yeah,
me talking with my wife, or you're hearing Despicable Me on the TV every so often.
it's so fluffy.
Oh no. Damn it, my phone died.
But you know what does have a nice ring to it? Broke Smash. The Incredible Broke. Oh, did we lose him? Because he's staring at me creepily. Can I swing from a web? No, I can't. Oh, we lost him. His phone died. Yeah. Oh, I got all huge on my screen. Well, if anybody else wants to get on here too, you can get on here too. I gotta give my hands a break for a minute. GK man, when you come back, we're taking that buck knife and I'm taking this finger off. Just one quick. You can do it. You can just one quick pop. I promise I won't scream because I can't take it anymore. Yeah, I like the Incredible Broke. The Fantastic Broke. Iron Broke. Yeah. Infection has set in. I don't understand what's infected. I never cut myself. I never did it. I didn't do anything to it. It's just, it's driving me insane. I don't use it very often. And when I do, it's for nothing important besides digging in my ear. But I can use the other fingers to do that. I'll just take it off and I won't have it. It won't be any problem. If G Man can be accurate and just one quick, and then we cauterize it and sew it up real quick. Yes. 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 Now we're talking. I do have the mask. I have the mask and everything. Dead broke or broke pool. Yeah, those are fun to take off of other people. That's when you use them. Because you go slow with bolt cutters. And then we'll see if I get any like regenerative powers like Wolverine, like I have the Weapon X healing factor, and like my finger will grow back. But I don't understand why it would be infected. Let's take fingers off. What you do is you get guitars, the metal guitar string, the smallest braided line, fishing line, and you make a garrote, and you just twist, twist, twist. It already is crooked. It can't get any more crooked. And if it was infected, wouldn't it not be hard? It's like bone. And then it's like sticking out down there and sticking out over here. Or maybe it's starting to change where I turn into like the Thing from the Fantastic Four. Maybe this is my rock body. Yeah, rusted baling wire. A bump ring on it. Yeah. Those are just castrating rubber bands. I used to have the tool to put them things on, stretch them out. I got it at a garage sale one time. This lady didn't know what they were. She found them in like one of her dad's toolboxes. I was like, I'm not going to tell you what they are. She was a really nice, sweet old lady. I was like, I don't think I want to tell you what they are. Johnny 5 is alive. Go, Johnny 5. Wouldn't you like to be a pepper too? Yeah. Go, Johnny 5. Johnny 5 is alive. Bumpy tuna. Bumpy tuna. Your balls are showing. Yeah. So what else? Before I start getting really really ticked up. Did Chuck Soup ever get that lock we were talking about with him open? I can't remember if he did. Go Johnny 5. Well, this is uh uh Greyhound and Chuck Lock Chuck's fault with their laser. You know, I've been doing good. I've been doing good for a while. But no, they had to be all this morning laser. And I've had a stressful couple weeks and they start their laser. No disassemble Johnny 5. Johnny 5 is alive. Yeah, I can send you one. Okay, copy link. Bumby tuna. Oh, they're showing. All right, there we go. Laser. Yeah, the sharks have the freaking laser beams on their head. Oh God, my fucking finger hurts. No, there he is. Go, Johnny 5.
Hello.
What's going on?
Oh, wrong one. Damn here.
Yeah, you leave with that one. I picked this guy right to
Yeah, I know.
control. Is that not crazy?
It sure is crazy.
Bumpy tuna, bumpy tuna.
You know, they made a new robot type one where they've been using the robots to be police and shit.
Yeah,
And the guy, one of the technicians, is trying to make a AI type program for one. So
yeah,
and he finally compiles it and it finishes right. So he's also the guy that has to repair the ones that get shot up.
yeah.
So he takes one of the shot up robots
I'd buy
and
that for $1.
he installs the software, and then it gets stolen by some gang members, and they teach him to be a Spanish a gang guy. So he's running around going, "Hey, bro, what you doing, man?"
Yeah.
Beats up a cop. No, be bad cop, and kicks him across the room and shit. But then the robot learns how to download
Or,
actual human consciousness to a robot,
oh yeah.
and the technician gets shot
Oh,
trying to
see,
protect, and he transfers him to a robot and a girl. So they all got new. They kept stealing robot bodies and turning them into stealing the consciousness of a person.
that's terrifying to me because it seems like your brain. We're all electric. You
Yeah.
know, it's all synapses is firing.
Terminator took place in South Africa. Oh, I guess Greyhound left.
Yeah. I mean, it's lasers.
Yeah, I got my green laser. The hell did I put it? Oh, here. Nope. Yeah, here it is. Nope, there it is.
Oh yeah. Oh, I got this one. Start fires.
This will at about 1.5 inches.
This will about.
Well, it'll smoke.
I better shut it off.
Yeah, I've actually got it. I broke it, but it was working when I got it. I got it at a flea market for like $2 or $3. It was one of them laser light shows that they you put on at big parties and shit, where it would actually do the outlines of like Santa Claus and reindeer and people dancing and shit, right? Stars or whatever. You could program it for whatever shape you wanted by giving it a graphic file and some commands and make it do all kinds of stuff. Well,
Yeah.
I kept making files for it and I kept fucking it up and giving it some things it couldn't do, and it I don't know if it overloaded something or just maybe one of the capacitors died or what, but it quit, so it won't turn on anymore. But you could download the stuff to a one of them little teeny memory cards and plug it into it, and because I downloaded the editor to my computer, and we could upload it to it. And but it has it has 3 color lasers, a red one, a green one, and a blue one or something like that. Whatever you need for all the different colors
Yeah.
to draw shit.
That'd be cool.
I mean, you could project it like out the window and shit across the room, whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, if I can't get it fixed, I may see if I can break out each one of the lasers and figure out how to power them and just make them fire up, because they were like the size of your thing. They were pretty big.
Freaking lasers.
Yep.
I gotta do something with this finger. It's driving me crazy. Yeah, I put ice on it. It hurts. It won't numb it.
You put heat on it, it gets worse.
Yeah.
I can smack your other fingers and make them hurt, and then you'll have
Right.
other ones to concentrate on.
It's been like this for like a month, and I literally haven't done anything to it. It just like overnight, I got a huge knuckle, and it was never soft or felt liquidy or nothing.
Maybe you should rub one of your little square pills on it.
Yeah. Just one though. You don't want to go two. I'm telling you,
Oh,
that shit's dangerous.
maybe just rub it. Don't.
That was the experience of a lifetime. I don't think I ever took. Did I ever take that down?
That
I
other
never
one?
got. Yeah, no, the
I don't think that live is there,
oh, okay.
because you have to save it and tell it to be public or something, don't you?
Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It's
Let's see. Wrong one. Oh no, that's the right one.
a poo-poo platter.
Just a second.
What is the key to this?
Because that would have been the 18th, wasn't it?
I haven't sliced idea. I don't know what day it is.
Um,
I don't know what month it is.
Now it's the 20th, but
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not on the list that I can see. Hold on, let me back up again.
Uh, I know I took one or two of them down, so I must have.
Because the 5 one is there. Um,
We have a good time on my
yeah, I
lives,
know. Yeah, let me
but
get
I
back
gotta
to the
take this
one
shit
here.
down because somebody will be offended
Yeah,
because I'm kind of offensive.
yeah, but we like you that way. Yeah, I took that hard drive out of that little bitty bay
Yeah,
and put it in my big bay because it's the same socket.
yeah,
Remember I told you, and I can't see it as a drive like a drive letter because it's formatted in some other form, whether it was Linux or something else. It says it's perfectly fine, but I can't see it. I can see the drive itself in my management software, but
yeah,
um, I can delete it and then reformat it, but I don't want to delete it until I talk to Lock Squash or wherever you got it from, make sure
yeah,
there wasn't anything important on it. If it was just something he had and then doesn't need it anymore,
yeah.
then
That's what he
I could
said. It was so I could so I wouldn't overload that thing. I could just like dump videos on it and whatever I needed.
okay, because it's right now you can't do anything with it because it can't see it.
Yeah, that's why he told me not to touch it and, until you looked at it.
Yeah, as long as it's nothing important, there's nothing on there. It's just formatted under some other format. I need to convert it to a readable one that you can actually see.
Yeah,
Because if Windows can see it, your phone can see it. So, but still, well, I still don't have a better cable yet. I know I got one here somewhere. I got a box of freaking cable somewhere, but because I still haven't got that little bay thing to light up at all. So, but the hard drive functions is I just got to reset it and as long as there's nothing important on it, I can just wipe out the two partitions on it and reinitialize them and format them, and then it should be good to go.
cool. Uh, That's like a terabyte or something.
A half.
Half. So that would be
500 gigabytes.
huh?
500 gigabytes. Your phone's probably got like 32 or 64, maybe
Mine's
128.
I think mine's 128.
Well,
Or
it's
no,
got
my tablet is 128.
yeah. Well, it's got 500.
Ah,
That's a lot of video and picture and text space.
nice.
It's a half terabyte.
Half terabyte would be uh
Is 1,000.
no, a terabyte it has 24 zeros.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, but see, they go up
Or
as
am
you
I
get.
thinking of a trillion?
Yeah. Well, it is, but it's a gigabyte is is bigger than a megabyte.
Yeah.
Megabyte is 1,000. A gigabyte is 1,000,000, and a terabyte is 1,000,000,000.
Oh Jesus, yeah. I forgot
Yeah,
the uh the breakdown of that. I'm not a computer guy.
yeah.
I think I've made it pretty abundantly clear with the look of, just ghost white confusion on a lot of things you were trying to explain to me. We didn't lose the chat, did we? Or did everybody just take
No,
off?
that no, I don't know. Um,
Oh, damn it. And I think we've got the same 4 people watching that have been watching since the beginning. I think I was going to show you the pieces of leather I had that I wanted to make my sheath for that kinfolk knife I got.
yeah. So I just deleted. It has 2 volumes, a little 200 megabyte one, which is like for a boot sector, and then another one that's all data. So I just removed it, reinstalled it, and right now it shows up as Drive E.
Nice.
And I'm just for fun, I'm gonna create a folder called data. And as soon as I did that, I got mine set to automatically open a new Explorer folder Explorer window, and it opened it up. Drive E. There it is. 465 gigabytes there. Properties. Yep, 465 gigabytes. Hey Zoe, you're still there.
I thought I had a drink. I guess I must have drank it. I'll be right back. Give me 1 second.
Your 2 liter was left out there. Did you get it?
No, I left it out there.
Okay. Sweet. Okay. Now, here's the real test. Um, let's go look at that one. And Delbert's there too. And I don't need this. Eject that. Turn that off. Do. Unplug it. Forget where the hell I put the drive bay at. Drive bay. Where the hell did I put the drive bay? Oh, there it is.
So it's all good to go.
Well, let's see if it does makes a difference.
Oh.
I put it. Let me see what cable it is. Because it could be that it couldn't recognize anything properly. I don't know. We'll see. The only thing I got to plug it into is my phone, but I plugged in a drive bay before.
One second, I gotta shut that door. Mm.
Come on.
Yeah.
All right.
I think
Well,
I'm just gonna cut this one I got open. It's a. It just keeps seizing up.
what is it?
This the one that I did have left,
Yeah.
it just seizes up.
What the combination lock?
Yeah,
It seizes up when the shackle's pushed in or when it's pulled out.
both. It doesn't have to do anything, and it just stops.
Oh, okay. Let me see. What the hell is that plugged into? All right. Come on.
Oh, we got 8 people watching,
Uh
or
oh.
6 people. Yeah, 6 people. Yep, we're just hanging out and picking locks. If you guys want to jump in the chat or have any questions, let us know. It's we're just sitting around hanging out and talking about locks and computers and lasers. I think I'm gonna give this guy a little bit of a shot, but I actually lean on my pinky a lot when I do dimples. This is a Yale. I don't have any idea. It's a Yale dimple slider. Let's see how many dimples it is.
Come on, get in there.
One, two, three, four, five. That's not right. One, two.
Oh. Well,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7.
Yeah, I think that little drive bay thing is bad.
Yeah,
Either the socket's bad or the drive bay itself is bad. One of them. It did blink once when I plugged it in to my phone,
yeah.
but then it didn't stop blinking, and my phone didn't react to it. But I took it right back out of that bay, put it back in my big bay, and it still recognized the drive just as I set it up.
Hmm. Forgot that. Hold on. So you just think it's no good, huh?
Well, the drive is good, just that little adapter bay isn't,
Oh,
because the adapter bay you buy separately, and you buy whatever kind of hard drive you want.
oh.
See, you just have to buy a small one, a small size one, not data one, size one. Actually, I could probably, the other adapter I was telling you about, I could probably plug one of them into it.
Yeah.
In fact, let me see. Give me a second. Oh,
I'll check my camera real quick.
all right.
I heard something weird outside.
I can still hear. I'm not in front of the camera.
Yeah, I'm looking at my camera. I hear something weird outside. Yeah, I had a whole bunch of cables. We tried a few. Um, it wouldn't even light up when we plugged it in with my cables. And that's about the gist of what I know. Besides that, it's a hard drive, an external hard drive. Oh, you know what's messed up? I was looking on Facebook dating earlier, and it sends you, like, every once in a while, it'll be like, you might like this person, blah, blah, blah. It was
Oh
my
yeah.
ex-wife. I read down it and it says exact match. I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ.
Uh, oh, what? Get out of the fucking way.
All right.
That one works. I gotta figure out what I did with my damn cables, because I got a bag of them. I just don't know what I did with them. But the drive itself is good.
Yeah.
All right. Yep. So
All right. So I just need the new plastic piece, the thing it goes in.
yeah. Well, I can definitely test the once I find my DM cable, my adapter thing. Um, that's just a cable with the correct connectors on it.
Yeah.
I'll be able to plug it in and see if it functions on a phone or a tablet or whatever,
Okay.
and then we'll know that it's because this thing does it just the little there's a little light on it. It doesn't even do anything. It did blink a little bit, but when I unplugged it and tried a different cable, it didn't blink. So I
Okay.
don't know if it's not the right cable for it or what, but it should be fine because I can take that same cable, plug my phone in, and download data to my PC.
Okay.
So and that should be all the same. There's only there's only like 8 lines in there, 6 lines. Most of them are power, and the rest are all data.
I think well, Monday I should have a couple black belt blocks that maybe I can bang my black belt out real quick.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Come on, let go. Put my see. This is the hard drive I got plugged into my bay now, or at least I did. This is just a regular hard drive.
Yeah.
See? And here's yours. And I gotta find the camera here. Okay. See how the two
Yeah.
sockets are the same?
Yeah.
So it even though this one's like almost a little bit over half the size, it's and this one here is this one's a 1,000 gigabyte, which is a terabyte. This is one I recovered out of a DVR, I believe. Yep, took it out of a DVR,
Nice.
a Direct TV, I think it was. The damn thing, you can't grip this little bitty drive, so I stuck a piece of this duct tape on it and left a flap
Yeah.
so I could push it into the bay and pull it out. You probably heard that noise. That's me turning back on my bay.
Throw this out. Oh.
All right. What else we want to do? Well, while I was looking for that cable thing, I found another Schlage deadbolt.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I got tons of these things around here. See, I mean, it's a complete deadbolt.
Oh nice.
stainless steel, got the big hardened piece in the middle.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Whatever size you want, you can. I'm not sure how this one does it. You either pull it or push it or whatever the hell, I think. Yeah, I think you got to turn it. Whatever. I think you might have to have it off the thing. Might have to be disassembled before you can pull it out. But you can pull the thing out to make it two different sizes. And this one's the actual Schlage.
Yeah.
Come on, damn it. Oh, there we go. Had the key upside down.
I really need to get like a bigger pinning mat. I was looking
Yeah.
at them today.
Yeah, if I'd have met you sooner, you could have had one of my CLK ones because I had
Oh
two.
yeah.
I they sent me one when I won some stuff, but when not when I won it. Well, yeah. And when I ordered some stuff, and they accidentally sent me some bad space and depth keys, like there were
Yeah.
like 2 or 3 out of 2 different sets that were bad. They weren't cut properly.
Yeah.
When they sent me a new set, just the keys that were missing, right? They just sent me the replacement keys, and they threw in a mat too. So I had 2 mats,
Man.
and
That
then
hurts.
and then I won something or whatever, and they sent me the new mat, the one that he just redesigned. So I had 3 CLK ones plus the one from oh, what's their name? The one with the big teeth on it.
Oh
Lockjaw.
yeah. Fuck them.
Anyway, I so I got that one, and so I kept the newest CLK, and I sent the other 2 to Lady Locks because she didn't have one, and I said if she didn't want both of them, she could always give one away.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what she's done so far, but
I'll get one. They're not that expensive. I just wish I still had my uh multi-lock one.
yeah,
That one was really nice. It was about like this.
yeah,
It was brand new, still in the bag, plastic bag, and the whole thing. Never even really got to use it.
yeah.
So is anybody picking on anything interesting? I'm gonna work on this dimple slider thing.
Chuck Soup's got 2/5 of the locks that Lady Lock sent him open. How many did she send you?
I feel so bad. I told her I would send the ones I borrowed from her to her last uh, month, and I got a little overdrafted. And
Yeah,
she says she doesn't care. I know she doesn't, but I hate not doing what I say I'm going to do.
yeah,
But then it did work out good because it gave me an excuse to keep the one a little longer because it took a little longer than expected. Because that was a dimple slider. That
yeah.
was a 10 pin set. Yeah, 10 pins. Like 7 sliders.
Oh, remember I told you how I had my camera set up?
Yeah,
See?
nice. Yeah, I sent that challenge lock to what's his name? Lockpicking hippie.
Yeah.
He was all excited about it. That thing was cool. It took everything I had to put it in the mail.
Which one was that?
That panda frog one,
Oh
the
yeah,
mail.
yeah. And I watched him. He picked it, and he was
Yeah,
all happy with it.
yeah. That was a fun one. It wasn't too hard, but it was a cool lock, and you know,
Yeah, I got pictures of that thing because I did actually gut that one, put it all back together, and took pictures of it and put notes on it about it in my storage thing because I recorded all of the people that all them uh, challenge locks that you sent me that had books and stuff with them.
yeah,
I got them all in a spreadsheet,
nice.
every one of them. So even if somebody loses them, at least up till I got it, I have them. If somebody sent me updates, I could add them to it.
Yeah,
And actually, the when I gutted it, it kind of popped apart. So I had to go watch his video to see which pins went where,
yeah.
because it just so happened that the last pin, I think it was the last pin, yeah, the number 4 pin, because it only had 4 pins or 3 pins or whatever it was. The last one, the driver and the key pin looked the same,
Oh, jeez.
and they were the same length. So you could put them either way,
Yeah,
but the one had more of a key pin shape to it at the tip of it, because it had looked like a ball on the bottom. You know, it looked like a spool, but it was a ball.
yeah,
And the driver was the same way, because he must have repinned it because they weren't perfect. They weren't original pins. I don't think, not all of them anyway. Um, but I and of course I made sure it worked when I got done. I mean, the key worked and everything.
yeah,
Um, and so I made some notes about it, about the pinning and stuff, and pictures of everything, of it gutted and everything, so that if anybody has any issues, I got it recorded, zooming
yeah.
into it.
Yeah, I found I like picking the I didn't think I would. I didn't want nothing to do with challenge locks, and that's
I,
another thing that's a problem is I want to do a challenge lock. I want to do my safes. I want, and my hands are all tied at the moment on a lot of things, you know. I want to do my black belt and get that over with, and you know,
yeah,
I want to be done.
we'll have to look at them, Chuck Soup, see what you got. Chuck Soup said he's got the ones that Lady Luck sent him on his Instagram or whatever, um, to see what she sent him. I don't know
Oh,
what he said, but
I think I got them on Facebook.
yeah. Search. Oh, yeah.
What is it? I don't know which Facebook he's on.
It's got the same icon.
Yeah, I have 3 Facebooks. One I'm trying to
Oh,
shut down.
okay. What the hell? Looks like I got a plastic lotto lock, American, uh, what you call it lock? I think it's a Series 10, some kind of a gray one, and can't see what that says. Let me see. Sepix or something. Oh, there's the gray one's a Yale, and a mailbox lock.
Yeah, there's a mailbox. An American. That's the one. Holy shit! You did bend the shit out of that.
What's that?
He said he bent the shit out of his 1 mil top of the keyway turning tool trying to hit
Oh,
that. I've never had to tension anything that hard.
ooh,
Box icon. Yeah, there you go. Nice. Oh, he got one of the Abus ones too. One of the Abus yellow, and it says Abus in the. At least I think that is. But this one, it's the Abus core in a Brady body in a Brady box
oh, yeah.
with a keyway that says Abus, which I think is kind of funny.
Where did you see the bent pick?
On that American, that big round one, it's laying right across the top of it.
Oh, which? Where did you look at the find the locks at? Facebook or on Instagram?
Facebook.
Huh? Does it got more than one picture?
Yeah, it's as soon as you click on this thing, it's the mailbox lock, and then American lock, and then the other one that goes right down.
Hmm.
Speaking of
No,
it,
no, don't see that one. I had to scroll down to find the locks. Maybe he's got more than one thing.
the first picture that came up for me was the mailbox lock.
Oh, the picture I seen it was all of them in one shot.
Oh,
Maybe there's more than one. Anyway.
all that yellow one is the double wafer core that I've been struggling with.
Oh yeah.
Is that what you're saying? It's not the Abus.
No, I switched back to mine.
It's that one. Oh,
Oh. shoot.
I don't really know how to use
Oh, yeah,
Instagram.
you're seeing the other link because
Oh,
I go through Instagram, which can also be Facebook. I see the the one with the bent pick sitting on the shackle.
yeah,
Well, actually, isn't that a ergo turner?
yeah. No, I don't think so. Because I don't think that go up to 1 millimeter.
Oh, yeah. See, the picture I seen was the second one. Maybe if you're not friends with them on Facebook, you don't see all the posts.
Well, I'm friends with them on Facebook.
Jesus Christ. You go on Instagram and you go to it search, and it pulls up every freaking weird picture you can think of.
Oh,
I'm not going to turn my phone around. Of course, yeah, you can't see them with glasses either. At least I don't think you can. That's okay. You don't want to see that shit.
oh, it's one of them Chinese Z bars.
Oh, was it? Oh, yeah, because it does look like it's twisted on the end. What? Oh, I'm looking at the wrong screen. There we go. I was looking at the YouTube screen and it's delayed.
Yeah,
So you were like saying something and then your mouth was moving.
I'm a ventriloquist.
Yep. Oh yeah. See here, look. Here's. Remember I told you I brought the wrong lock.
Yeah,
This is yours.
yeah.
It's twisted a little bit,
That
but
Falcon.
yep. Okay. Now see now look if you can see it. See the
I can,
holes.
no, it's all in the reflection.
See how there's only 3 holes.
I mean, look at it on the TV. It's going to be a second.
If you can't switch it, I can switch cameras.
Yeah, you're going to have to switch cameras because all I see is glare.
See.
Yeah,
See now watch when uh I got turned the other way around. When I turn that core, see that now that's the whole thing. That's the lock core itself. Okay,
yeah.
but if I take and push if I push just the locking ball in, oh the core is still turned in the wrong spot. See now watch me push the locking ball in. Damn it, the core keeps turning. Hold on a second. I got to put a tensioner in there so it can't turn. Now if I push that locking ball in, it only see half of them are covered, half of them aren't.
Yeah.
See, and I can't. This one, that's why I could when I took that one apart, and it had a clip. I'm like, wait a minute, his didn't have a clip. See, yours don't have a clip. It has rivets.
Yeah.
I still have whatever pins were still looking good. I got them all, but at least all that I found, because some of them got chewed up. But there was a serrated spool pin that was like half the length of a standard driver.
Really?
Yeah, and there was serrated pins and shit.
Huh.
Even it even had a serrated key pin, I think. I got it in the pictures.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look closer at them. That's what I did to that Medico, that M3. I put a serrated key pin in it, some fucking mushroom pins, and
Here's
that's a beast.
here's your picks.
Oh, the
Yeah, you know these will actually fit in a quick set, but you can't really pick it because you can't get it from the first stage down here. You can't get it here and pick it up to the top because
yeah.
it's too fat to go. I mean, it'll fit, but it's so tight that once you get it in there, you can't go crossways in there enough to do any picking hardly. But I mean, it'll fit down the keyway, but not enough to pick properly. But just barely. I mean, that's there's like it's the same size as that friggin' keyway.
Did you find a lock that the tensioner actually fit in?
Oh no, there ain't nothing that damn, because I forgot you measured it. I measured it, or at least Lady Locks did. It's like 40 thousandths.
Yeah, I think I measured it at 44 or something like that.
Yeah, it's huge.
That's what she said.
That's what they always told me. Yeah, that thing's like shit. That's thicker than the covert handles. Oh wait, I found something thicker. The tailpiece to a quick set, and that's thick.
That's what she said.
Huh?
I said that's what she said.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. All right. I can switch it back to the other camera now, unless you want to see something else. Oh, here.
Good. Ah. Oh, nice.
See, that's my Ilco one, but it fits my Curtis 2000.
Yeah.
And that's digging into me when I go like that.
Yeah.
So, you know, when you well, you're going to see it the same way I am. Um, that's the way it would look in the machine right there.
Yeah.
You're actually on your machine, your keyboard should be on the left, not the right. Right?
Um, yeah, my keyboard is on the left.
Okay. Because the you would start it over here next to the bow and cut this way.
Yeah, because you want that first cut to be straight.
Yeah, the angle has to go up the guide. The guide has to go up the angle. Yep.
Yeah, we're talking about that knockoff grab pick.
Yeah.
Yeah, did I let you feel how worn out mine was?
No, I never actually. I think I played with it last time I was there, but I didn't get to see it this time. I'm going to see if I can build me a something to put this in. If you look at the back of these picks, they're all burred out on the back.
Yeah,
right?
that's what cut me.
Yeah, and it's curved like this.
Yeah.
If it was laser cut, it should be just a sharp corner. There shouldn't be any round to it. What you know what I did? I took my file like
Laser.
this, I took my file like this and said,
Damn.
"See, now it's not dangerous."
Yeah, mine doesn't dig into you at all.
Yeah.
It's rounded. Where's that? Where's the? Hey man.
Yeah.
I mean, it's that's a good shot of it right there. That
You
ain't
you
cutting
got
warm butter.
you got that thing used, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. See, somebody was cutting steel keys with it.
yeah. I'm trying to think of something I can use it for because I hate to waste it. It's a good hunk of metal.
Yeah. Well, just
Maybe I'll make
remember.
a necklace.
What's that?
Maybe I'll make a necklace or something out of it.
Well, if you real got rambunctious, you could get you a die grinder um and uh, make it into a throwing star or something. Hell, you could
Yeah,
use it as throwing stars by yourself. I mean,
yeah.
you get hit with that thing, it's still going to hurt.
Oh, fuck yeah.
That's tool steel.
Yeah,
That's like I got a bunch of tool steel rods and shit
yeah,
from because I picked up like at the flea market, somebody'd have a bunch of tool steel stuff, like a box of miscellaneous parts. That's like this thing here. This is just one I had an angle to it, so I polished it up. And this is just a wooden ball.
yeah,
It's one of them little wooden beads, and it just happened to fit just right. In other words, I'd lose the ball. So,
yeah,
but I get a bunch of these different sizes, and they work great. Like this one's too big, but I've got other ones that will fit down. Like when you take your pins out of your lock, right?
yeah,
And you're trying to match a key to it, you take the core out, and you're trying to cut a key, and you need to know exactly where to put the groove at, for the pins.
yeah,
Is you take one of these round pins. I got some of them that are I pointed like a key pin, and you take them through the core hole and wiggle it around, and it marks the edge of your key exactly where the center is. Then you know exactly where to start filing.
yeah.
Yeah, that works pretty good. I can switch it back to the other camera now, unless you want to see me do other stuff.
That's up to you. Whatever you want to do.
Um,
I got about 10 more minutes and this thing's
oh,
gonna be dead.
oh, okay. Which, what are what are you running on the phone? You're not running on the phone. You're running on what, your tablet?
Yeah.
Okay. You can't plug it in.
Huh?
You can't plug it into power.
Yeah, I probably could now. But the I'd have to run it down and over here.
Oh,
And I have I bought the expensive plug for it, the fast charging.
yeah.
And I'd probably have to tape that stupid thing to the uh that voltage thing,
Yeah, the brick.
yeah, I'd have to tape the brick to the plug strip because it sits in there just gently. It has to be flat on the floor or else.
Oh, okay.
And I don't feel like fucking with that. And plus I
Oh,
got to.
that's all right. We've been bullshitting all day anyway. Yeah, Chuck. This is the cheap piece of shit.
How
Graph
dare
bit.
you? I just gave it a good review.
Oh,
It even took, look at that.
yeah.
They took a chunk out of my thumb.
It's a self defense. It defends against yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to see if I can. I've got a couple of pieces of brass here that I ground. I was when I was trying to make a key to tension that uh, best lock. I took a best key and cut off that side piece, right? You know, the bow. I cut
Yeah.
I cut it like this.
Yeah.
The only problem was when I cut it, I cut the wrong side. So I had to do it again on the other side. So then I ended up with like a straight key.
Oh shit.
Um, so I've got two. I don't know. They might be too small. I'll have to see. But that I got the two pieces I cut off. I actually used my cutter wheel
Mm.
and just held it up and went and cut right through it. So I might be able to take these and make them into this here shape right here.
Oh yeah.
If I can oval them down enough to make them so they'll fit, and then I can put one on each side and put a pin through it to hold one. That I might use screws. I don't know. I'll see. To hold the thing in there, to hold the pick in there, and then it'll slide back and forth, and it'll actually have some weight instead of plastic. But
That
this
is
one,
space age plastic from Area 51.
yeah, no doubt. The only problem is I kind of cut this one and I took a notch out of it, so I've got other brass. I can make something out of it. See what I can come up with.
Yeah.
I can't hurt it.
Right?
Um, Hell, that key that I was using to hold my camera up.
Mhm.
This is that key I used to bolt my camera up.
Yeah.
It's a cut one. It's a bad one. I was at a garage sale and picked up a whole jar, like them bulk pickle jars.
Yeah.
This one was plastic and it was full of cut keys, like from a kiosk, right? Where
Yeah.
they were bad cut and they just threw them in a jar and they
Yeah.
were all you'd see them. They were like the like some of them like these two sides they were supposed to be the same. One would be this way and one would be this way. They
Yeah.
wouldn't be lined up because when they flipped it over they didn't keep it lined up or something, or they'd have big gouge marks in them or it slipped or whatever. And I got a whole shitload of them things. So
Nice.
if I need brass, like the brass for the the little key keeper for the back of the shackle or the back of the dial shaft,
Yeah.
right? If you need one of them little
The
brass things,
spline key.
yeah, it's spline key. See now you're making me forget shit. Um, anyway, I got lots of brass to make shit out of.
Nice. Yeah, because I'd really, really like to mess with it. In fact, when I charge this thing, I'll probably start making a something to put it on. Hopefully, he did put that dial in there. Because I just don't
Yeah.
have the cash to buy a dial right now. But I can't wait any longer. I got it.
Yeah. Did I ever show you my ninja? I guess it's a letter opener. I don't know. Look at this.
Oh, nice. I've always
That's
wanted to make
that's
that.
like fishing thread, like a 100-pound test or something,
Yeah.
right? Look at this thing. Go watch.
Wow.
That's like a 1/4 inch wide, and it's pretty freaking sharp. Watch. Look.
Oh, wow.
Here, watch. See if it'll cut. Almost. I use it for all kinds of shit. So,
Yeah.
but there's like no bevel at the edge. That's all the way from the back to there.
Really?
It's flat except for the very edge. I mean, there's a tiny bevel at the very edge.
That's awesome. I've been wanting to make something like that. Just got
I
around.
think somebody just cut it out of stainless steel.
Yeah,
That's like I got my. Remember when we was at the flea market and I picked up that throwing knife?
yeah,
Where'd it go? It's over here somewhere. One was a little teeny one, but I got a big one too. Ugh. Do you remember this one?
yeah,
And it's, I mean, it's nothing. It's you can't break it. You might be able to bend it, but I doubt it. Not without really trying. But it's like it's just cheap. Come from China,
yeah.
and it's you can't hurt it. I just need to make me a little wall I can a board that I can throw it into.
Right.
Anyway, I still haven't got around to drilling out that stupid uh, realtor lock yet.
No, I had to finally give up on it. I was completely certain I was gonna be the first one to non-destructively get that thing open.
Yeah, it would be pretty tough because of the way it is. The the ones on the shackle are just straight friggin' piece of shit pins, but the ones on the bottom actually have a serration around the very end,
Yeah,
so that unless it's being pulled in, you're not going to vibrate it past that notch.
yeah,
Because the way it works is you're supposed to retract it, push in the bottom, and that lets the pins go all the way in, and then you let it out.
yeah, yeah. That's just me getting my fucking bright ideas again.
Yeah.
And I
Well,
drug that thing all over
you know
the
what?
fucking United States.
I could rig a I could probably replace the battery anyway, but I could there's without the codes and stuff to program it,
Yeah,
you couldn't make it function like it's supposed to without a realtor or somebody to set it up and make it run. But I could put a magnetic switch in it because I didn't cut the rubber off it.
yeah,
I pushed it off.
yeah,
I didn't cut it off. It would just they just throw some hot glue under it and stick it on.
yeah,
It's just a bumper. So if I make like maybe put like a magnetic switch in it to activate it, because there is no way you could make an outside magnet activate the solenoids because it's completely enclosed in an aluminum and steel box.
yeah.
So there's no way you can affect them coils from the outside. I'm gonna actually drill in through the bottom to where I can just stick a wire in there and retract each one of them and then open it up.
Yeah,
That way, after I'm done, you can take a screw and screw it in and grind the head off, and it'll be just like brand new.
nice.
But you still have to have some way of opening
Huh, I'd have to think about that.
it. Like I said, I could make a magnetic switch.
Yeah, but then we'd need to buy a battery, and I've been messing with that thing for um. Well, you can figure out exactly when I started messing with it because I got it like a week after Bosnian Bill was first started messing with his,
Yeah,
and he ended up having to cut it open. And I
yeah.
said, I'm gonna feed
And
him.
he milled it down the side.
Yeah, and the guy I always bought my locks and stuff from that got me all the good shit. He
Yeah.
uh he goes, I was telling him about. I said, did you see Bosnian Bill in that realtor thing? So I'm gonna get me one of those one day. And I'm gonna be the first one to open it. He sent it to me for free. He sent me one of those and said, "Good luck." and because he knew how I was, I'll get stuck on something, and I won't give up until I lose my mind.
Did you ever want to pick one of the decode one of the dial ones? You know, that has like the 4 digits, 5 digits.
Yeah,
Because I've got a new one of them, new one of
no,
those,
I'm over those fucking things.
and a cheap one. I got one that's so cheap you can literally look down between the wheel and the body gap and find the groove and line up the wheels and then rotate them till it opens.
Jeez.
Because I literally I sat there in the sunlight out in the daylight and was turning the wheels and watched for the notch because it had
Yeah.
so much of a gap. And I just tilted it just right and would turn till they all lined up and then just rotate all four of them around until it opened. Yeah, that was pretty funny on that one. I got the newer one is actually still, in fact, here it's right here. Oh, this is the big one.
Oh, I'll mess with those ones. Yeah, I thought you were talking about the dial, uh, the shitty dial ones that
This,
had the letters on it.
I've never. Oh no, I've never. I got one that looks like this but smaller.
Yeah,
And that's the one that's really easy. This one, I can't remember if I ever messed with this one much. This one's a nice heavy duty one with a big body and shit.
yeah.
I,
I'd
it's
like to
still
mess with that
in the
one.
box. I was gonna try to sell it to a realtor place, but I never got around to it.
Yeah, I'd like to mess with that one. I thought you were talking about them stupid Supra fucking. It has a dial on it, and it's A B C D E F G.
Oh
I can't get those ones.
yeah. Um. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna have to look at that one safe I got I told you about and
Yeah,
see whether it's possible to it would be possible to put a dial type in it to replace the one
yeah,
because it just has the handle like yours, and then but it has the little the keypad right above it. That's about the size of a one of them cheap $2 calculators. But it does work. I
yeah,
just I have to replace the bypass cylinder in it. I took it out,
yeah.
um, but it actually worked. I put batteries in it and reset it, and it works fine. I just have to clean up the connections. I've even got a bigger one. That's a one's a Brinks and one's a Safe somebody. It's not Century. It's the other one. Um, that one, the circuit board's so corroded up, I got to strip it right down to the and replace all the battery wires and shit,
Yeah.
and then see if it works. But if not, I'll put a hell. I can put a doorknob in it. I could even put that one of them electronic keypad doorknobs.
Yeah.
I've got one of them that somebody when they installed it, they put the wire where it could get hit by the part that turned.
Yeah.
So every time you turned it, it rubbed against the wire sheath and eventually wore through till it wouldn't run anymore. I got two different ones. They're free.
Nice. I like I like putting that stuff on my. What was that?
Nothing.
Oh,
um, yeah, I got them. I got all kinds of crazy shit. Oh, You've seen that. You ever seen the forever matches?
Oh,
What is that sound?
what?
What was that sound?
That was me going, oh, because I'm
Oh,
trying to wipe the beard stuff off of my hand. It's like greasy.
yeah. You ever seen the forever matches?
Oh yeah, I used to buy stuff like that, and I got a whole thing of those. I got like 200 of them in a big bag off of eBay
Yeah.
for like, I think it was like $50, and I sold them for $2 a piece.
That's that one I bought it at the the flea market.
Yeah,
I got some other ones that look like little rectangles. They're the
yeah,
same thing, but they look great online. But all they are is a plastic body with a tin foil, a little stainless steel shield wrapped around them.
jeez.
I mean, they work, but they're plastic. Because all you got to do is use plastic that won't dissolve in lighter fluid.
Yep, it's
Yeah. Well, anybody left? Oh, Delbert said good night. That was like
oh,
2 minutes ago, 3 minutes ago.
oh yeah.
Um,
So did Zoe.
yeah, I think it's just me and you.
Yeah,
Anybody else here? If
yeah.
not, it
It's
won't
just
be
you,
anybody.
me, and the other me on my
Yeah,
TV.
yeah,
All right, I'm about dead anyway.
yeah. I gotta
Yep,
tomorrow Sunday. Or well, it's already Sunday technically.
yeah.
So Monday I gotta call and see what I gotta do Monday. I won't know
Oh,
that till 5 o'clock.
all right.
So see you later.